hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Washington's offense will start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
On third down, he drops to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands.
Just plowing ahead. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State! He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's great. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going right to work up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. He's got it on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. To throw again. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I feel like the defense needed that stop. Already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowling up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up. This drive. An 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. The run to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Johns. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love... Defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA in a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the lone running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He's got it inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Grabbed behind the line. It's Glover. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it.
And what a great play by the... With their backs against the wall, they create the... and then jump on it in their own end zone for the touchback.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 2nd down coming up. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Complete on 3rd down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. Gets the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Makes the grab. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Complete in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Bringing the heat. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is the quarterback had his molars rearranged.
Yeah, and if I'm a defensive guy, listen, hits on the quarterback are important. I know they got a touchdown, but those body blows throughout a game sometimes can add up.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's Bray. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On the ground, it's Bray. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Washington sends out the punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throws it back. Pocket breaking down. Past the 45. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're working that left side. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. Another broken tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Sun Devils in the hurry up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Might be changing the route. Just keeps slinging it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never... And they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on target this time. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Terrell. Fires to the big fella. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions...
Turning it on! Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Sun Devils will snap it on first and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Working that left side now. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking for the goal line. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Looking to throw again. Wide out trying to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second and goal.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, game's coming.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what to move the ball down the field. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. They're going to run it to the right. Runs through a tackle. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. got it in the middle. It's Johns. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Dropping back, it's Terrell. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. Throws it back. Under fire. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
First and goal. Arizona State.
Driving for the goal line. Loose football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johns. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. He's loose. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. On the run, it's Hayes. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Tight end now in motion. On the direct snap, it's Harrison. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Cal is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that has not been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 28 over Oregon State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Washington right back to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it.
There he goes.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Wants to throw. It's Terrell. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Finds his man in the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking for a push on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
Offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pressure coming. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he
fires deep toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And they'll